Hey guys, Hustlemon, and yeah, cheers for dropping by in today's video. So this is actually a sequel to a previous video that I did on my channel called 5 vaulted Pokemon products that you can still buy at a decent price. I'll pop it on screen, so if you guys are new to this, go ahead and check out this previous episode and give you a full catch up. And I'll even explain to you what vaulted quickly means. It's a term I borrowed from the world of Funko Pops. It doesn't mean it's locked in a bank, guys. It just means that you're no longer going to find it on a standard UK high street shelf over there. You're just going to have to look at e-commerce websites. But yeah, a lot of you sealed collectors and Poke investors out there really vibed off the last video, especially I think because a lot of people got back into the hobby recently. They're still wondering, can I buy products that have Sword and Shield era, Sun and Moon, XY Evolution, etc., but I'm not breaking my arm and a leg to pay for it. It's just one of those things. Still, people are seeking some of these older sets out over here, but we've all got a limited budget. So this video is hopefully going to help you guys go ahead and pursue some of them products that you could still get from them time period, but you're not paying like a fortune for it. So what I try to do as a ballpoint, I don't go above like a double price frame. So for example, the product released on the market for about £25 initially. If it's a £50 right now, I'll pop it in over here, but if it's above £50, I'll kind of go leave it alone. It's like, for example, Hidden Fates GX tins, for example, they were £20 when they recommended retail price. They currently sit around £60. Still a decent investment, but it's just gone past that like ballpoint I'm working on. So hopefully you guys can understand how we're going to break this down. And yeah, it's just one of those things. I thought, you know what, it was popular. A lot of you guys gave me positive feedbacks. I'm a bit cautious with doing sequels because it can go either way. It could be like Blade 2 and being absolutely badass, or it could be like I guess Enter the Matrix, although I love the Matrix series, so not even that. 28 weeks later, yeah, it could be like 28 weeks later, which didn't quite live up to the same reputation as the original set. So we'll see how the sequel does. But either way, guys, these are 5 products that I also personally own, by the way, and you can still pick it up at a decent price. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Right guys, to kick it off, we got the Cinderace V tin over here. Now this is actually part of a free set called the Gala Partner tins, and basically you can either get Rillaboom or Interleon V, but I'm going to focus on Cinderace V in particular because it's the one that I personally own. I don't have the other two. But yeah, it was released in 2020, a famous year for most of us. I'm sure no one's going to forget. But it was also the year I got back into Pokemon thanks to a lot of binge watching that I ended up doing whilst working from home. Recommended retail price was £20. You can currently pick this up for about £35 to £40. This is on eBay, Vinted, and sometimes it does get stock up on like popular e-commerce based websites that sell TCG products. And yeah, you might be wondering, well, what is it about this like messed up looking rabbit with dodgy ears over here? Yeah, forget the rabbit. Overall, it's about what's inside it, the 4 packs that you get. So you can get hold of 2 Sword and Shield base sets, which is obviously getting more and more like scarce out over here now as well. That's starting to climb up recently. You get 1 XY Steam Siege from 2016. Yes, Steam Siege is the XY's Errors version of Shrouded Fable, but you still get better pulls than what Shrouded Fable can offer. I much prefer Steam Siege over Shrouded Fable any day of the week. And then finally, this is the big hitter in my eyes, you can either get 1 pack of Lost Thunder or Cosmic Eclipse, and I'm going to showcase what you can get in that particular set, because that's part of Sun and Moon era, in case you guys didn't know. Lost Thunder, still some decent hits overall. You got the Rainbow Lugia, Rainbow Mimikyu, Rainbow Suicune, Tyranitar GX, which obviously I've got this version in my investment binder series, but I much more prefer Cosmic Eclipse. This is an absolutely awesome set. Check this out, guys. If you've never gone through, it still surprises me to this day the amount of cool cards that is in this set. Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia GX, Reshiram, Zekrom GX. These cards are going to fly up, I imagine, in the future. Blastoise and Pillup GX. And I was scouring through this and I spotted something. Even like some of the like smaller hit cards look absolutely amazing. Check out this coffin over here. Like, that is absolutely cool. I've never seen that before, and now I want this. And I saw this, I'm like going like, damn, that's a cool looking coffin. I definitely want to get hold of that. But this is one cool thing about Cosmic Eclipse. Every time I seem to like get hold of, like, dive into it, I see more and more stuff that I really like the looks of, and I think it's got some of the coolest artworks. Definitely, in my eyes, one of the best sets in the Sun and Moon era. So yeah, hopefully, if you open the tin up, you get the Sun and Moon Cosmic Eclipse bags, and you pull something decent. Let's go ahead and move on to the next product. Right, next up, guys, we've got the Dialga and the Palkia VSTAR Premium Collection box. Now, I'm glad I waited this time to make the video, because I was actually going to drop this on the beginning of the month, but as of last week in the UK markets, across on multiple TCG based websites, this product's been back in stock. Now, it initially came out in 2022 for recommended retail price of £25. You can pick this up from numerous websites from around £35. In fact, I went on the TikTok store just beforehand and I saw it for 33 quid for free delivery as well. Amazing couple of packs as well. So you get 5 Sword and Shield era packs, which includes Lost Origin, Fusion Strike, and Chilling Reign, aka Chilling Pain overall. So either one of these ones you prefer, whether it's Palkia or Dialga, you know, it's one of them two. You just pick the box. I like both, I gotta be honest. Although I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the original form or origin form. I prefer the original form when they came out in Diamond and Pearl, like where they actually look like badass Pokemons. These look like Armored Core looking Pokemons. But yeah, you get 2 promo cards alongside that. Of course, you got the full art card. You get these pins as well. Now, don't discard these pins. A lot of people I see end up like discarding these pins, and I don't know why. But if you look at the Pokemon Center website, people buy these pins for about £6 to £8. It's a collecting items. It's like that classic case, isn't it, where one man's trash is another man's treasure. These pins are still a hold of value to some collectors out over here. So the premium collection box offers a nice variety of like stuff for you to get hold of. Obviously 5 packs to rip hold of, not bad sets overall. Well, I mean, great sets overall. Cool looking promo cards as well. 2 promo cards, like standard size promo cards that will look amazing in your binder, and that pin as well. And I gotta say, as a collection box, it's very eye-catching. So there you go, guys. Pick this up whilst you can, especially you've got you know, payday now coming up. This is one of those things, as a sealed collector, you should definitely go ahead and pop it into your inventory. Right, next up, guys, it seems only fitting that I should feature this Pokemon after talking about Dialga and Palkia. It's its daddy, Arceus VSTAR Premium Collection Box. Now, this was an Amazon UK exclusive. It launched in 2022. I remember this really well because I got a hold of it as like my first big like collection box, like investment for sealed products. So yeah, I really started to dive into like sealed collections in 22. So it's one of those eras when I started to go like, right, I'm gonna take this serious and like start building it up. So yeah, this one came out for £50, and I was like debating. I was like, oh, that's a bit of money to spend on a collection box. But now it's essentially doubled in price. You can see it right now on eBay for about £100. If you wait a while, you can still probably pick it up for £90 to £95. Although now I feel like I'm going to create my own worst enemy, because this is one of them products that I felt like got slept under the radar quite well, because not many people looked into it. But as soon as I probably talk about it, it opens up that floodgates, doesn't it? It has 8 Sword and Shield booster packs in there, but 2 of them booster packs is Evolving Skies, and that name itself like screams a lot, doesn't it? Evolving Skies, what, probably about £20 to £25 right now on eBay for just a single pack alone. So if you think about that, like just them 2 packs is covering half the box cost. You got 2 badass promos of Arceus over there. Of course, I like jumbo cards. I love collecting it. You know, it's just one of those things. And then yeah, you got 8 packs overall as well in total. So 6 Sword and Shield variety packs with 2 Evolving Skies. You know, you got quite a cluster full of stuff to like mess around with over here. And I gotta say, as a box as well, it's quite eye-catching once again, just like the Palkia and the Dialga boxes. So I think as a set of 3, it looks absolutely awesome just to have one by one. I just wish Giratina had something similar to this. Maybe in the future they drop that. It will look quite cool on my shelves. But yeah, this is another product I definitely say get hold of it whilst you still can. Right, next up, guys, I want to touch upon the Crown Zenith Premium Collection box of Morpeko V Union over here. Oh, jeez, that's a mouthful, honestly. Like, I'm going to go ahead and just dive into it. I know I've said that name wrong, but look, you get the gist of it. Anyway, I know a lot of you guys are going to point out and go, also, man, this is only released in 2023. It's not a long product. Like, what the hell? Why are we discussing this? I was debating on putting in another product, but I felt like personally I can help out the community in a wider aspect if I discuss about this product as a sealed collection investment, especially in the long term, considering especially the trend that I'm seeing on the current market. Now, if you look, it's a lot of people that come into the hobby. Obviously, Crown Zenith is one of them sets that's definitely getting much more endorsement, and it deserves it rightly so. It wasn't getting it previously last year, but it's an absolutely amazing set, and the love and the respect is now starting to grow along the market. But if you look at the Galarian tins of Articuno, Moltres and Zapdos, right now I see it on eBay, or especially on TikTok Live, that people pay £45 to £50 for that single tin alone. And I just think to myself, you can easily just put an extra £5 or £10 down and you can get this whole of this Morpeko V Union, which has 5 packs in there rather than 4. And then also you get a playmat inside it, a cool looking playmat by the way. You get a jumbo version of Morpeko, and obviously you get the V Union card overall. I know some of you guys are going to push back on me, and straight away I'm going like, well, the legendary bird's a lot more like cooler to have and it's a lot more famous. But let's talk about this as a sealed collection product itself. Them tins are much more mass produced in comparison to a collection box, and that is important because if you're talking about the long term game like I'm doing, like I'm keeping my hold of my sealed products for 20 to 25 years, it's about scarcity, and I've touched upon this beforehand. If there's about 1,000 tins laying around over there, and you know a lot of people have it, but there's only about 50 of these collection boxes, this is going to be much more expensive to get hold of in comparison to the tins. Despite the fact there's only one booster pack difference, it's about the rarity and the scarcity, that the fact that there's hardly some of these on the market as a sealed product in comparison to the tins. And that is important when it comes to long-term longevity, and that is one thing that I think a lot of people seem to miss out on. And collection boxes tend to do a lot more better than tins anyway in previous histories, but it's one of those things, guys. Think about the long-term aspects of it. If you're really looking into sealed investments for a long growth, then just bear that in mind. And I think the Morpeko one as well, especially right now, is slept on. And again, right now you can pick this up for £55. I've even seen it sometimes drop on Amazon for recommended retail price. So if you see it, snipe it. It's definitely worth it. And I've honestly, like, just avoid the tins. And even if you like opening the packs, guys, just put down the extra £5 and just go for it, because you got a better chance of getting hold of this, and at least you come out with a playmat and something rather than a Tupperware tin. But you can buy them single cards so much more cheaper, like on the second-hand market. So yeah, sorry I dived into it a bit, but hopefully this information has been helpful. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the final product. Right guys, so the final product I want to discuss today is the Vaporeon, Falaria and Jolteon GX tins over here. I don't need to introduce these Pokemons, widely famous obviously. Now this product was released in 2019 for recommended retail price between £20 to £25. I know that's a long time frame ago, but bear with me because these tins need a warning label, and I'm going to give you a bit of a story inside it as well. This is a little bit of a movie saga, because these tins, in fact, got reprinted more time than Neo has been brought back into the Matrix. It's been respawned more time than Tom Cruise as an Edge of Tomorrow. Anyway, my little story with this in particular thing, my little movie drama, is I initially bought this GX tin in 2022 or 2023, one of them 2 years. I got the Falaria GX tin because when it got released in 2019, it had an XY Evolution pack in there, another XY Era pack, which was either Breakthrough, Breakpoint, something else as well. And then it had 2 Sun and Moon bases in there as well. So I initially thought I was getting that. Now, I know eventually down the line it got reprinted to a point of like it's got a lot of like variety of Sun and Moon era packs. It even had Steam Siege in there. Honestly, I can make a whole Star Wars list, like an opening intro of what it's got. It has Burning Shandos, Crimson Invasions, Tag Team, Cosmic Eclipse, Lost Thunder, etc. Honestly, there was like a huge variety, and I was like, I didn't give much 2 cents to it. I thought all this time, you know what, I might have an XY Evolutions, I might not. Either way, it's one of those things. So I had it aside, and it was out of sight, out of mind sort of situation. Anyway, before I make these kind of like content videos, guys, I always want to do my research so I can provide you the most up-to-date and accurate information as possible. And just like my last video, what I did is I purchased initially at first I purchased a Cinderace V-tin because I knew I was going to have a Cosmic Eclipse or a Lost Thunder pack in there. So I wanted to demonstrate that because I did it with my Slowbro V-tin as well. I'll pop that up on screen. And yeah, I wanted to like do a follow-up for this video just like last time. Now here's a funny story, right guys. when I so initially back in my days, right, in the college days, I had a friend of mine called Biggie, and I said I was going to reference him in this video. We used to like hang out together. We played Halo Wars, etc. Do what like all lads did, which was enjoy Xbox 360 and Xbox Live. Life goes on. I go to uni, I work, etc. You know, you don't end up talking to people, and then like literally probably 10+ years have gone by. I randomly got a message on Facebook. And literally, it was Biggie, and he says, "I just found you on YouTube. Like, I'm into Pokemon as well." He was mind blown as well. Like, holy crap, Biggie! Like, holy crap! And then like he just got talking, and now we just share like information on text, like going, "Hey, this product's in Sheffield. This is in Sheffield, etc., etc." So here's where the story comes in, right? When I was doing my product research, right, I was looking into these tins, the Valerian GX tins. And I found something on eBay. I'll pop it on screen for £50. I saw this. My mind was blown. Like I saw Costco tin, the Costco collection box over here with it has a Pokeball in there with a Jolteon tin for £50. I messaged Biggie straight away going, holy crap, I bought one because it's an amazing price. Like, it's got Sun and Moon era packs in there, potentially to have tag team, etc., etc. I oversold it to him, like going like, just get it. Like, and he, without a second of thought, he bought one for me. Like, he just said, yeah, go for it. Like, that's amazing. Like, cheers for the find. And I was like, yeah, no problem. Anyway, later on that day, I'm doing more and more research. I delved into the world of YouTube. It turns out that the Costco variant and the last print sets of these tins, right, do not have what I thought it has. It has 4 Sword and Shield packs in there. Like every video that I watch, it has these. You can see it right now. Someone's listed it up for £35 as well. At least they've opened the tin to showcase it. Rebel Clash, Darkness of Place, Vivid Voltage, and Battle Styles. I was like, holy crap, what have I done? Well, I just told my friend to buy this, and I messaged him straight away. I said, like, look, mate, I'm really, really sorry. Like, these tins just probably has this, because every Costco video I watch has these goddamn 4 packs in there. And, I offered to pay it for him, because obviously I've told him to buy it, and he's like, no, it's cool, don't worry about it, I'll crack it open and all this stuff. Like, I said, look, just don't tell me what you get. Like, let me just go ahead and still make a video and like unbox this as well, just to demonstrate and prove it that's the case when it comes to the Costco variant. But now I'm confused now, guys, because I don't know now what the hell have I got in my tin. What is inside this one? So I'm calling out the bat signal over here. If anyone can help me out, if you bought this from August in 2022 and 23, did you unbox this? Do you know what's inside it? Because I've gone through the world of YouTube, and obviously there's like many American content. Vivian Collectibles is very reliable, but he didn't put down what retail he got it from. And it's just one of those things, like, I just don't know now. I honestly don't know. So if any of you guys have purchased this from August in them 2 years, can you please let me know in the comment section and help me out over here? Because now it's just one of those things. I bought it as a sealed product. I'm not going to crack it open, guys, even just to find out. For me, it's just one of those things. My initial thing is to purchase as a sealed. It is what it is. However, we are going to crack it open the Jolteon tin, and we will definitely unbox this just to confirm my suspicion. And I'll drop this in on the last day of this month, so 30th of June. You'll see a video of me going ahead and posting this up over here. But yeah, that's it. That's the funny story. So just be careful if you're going to buy this. Like, you can see on eBay for £40 to £50. My best guess is if people have listed it off for quite cheap, because there's some people that have listed it off for £70 as well, they must have the older set. However, it's confusing because all of these tins have 2019 on the back, so honestly I don't know. At least this guy's been helpful enough to showcase the packs that's inside it, but just be careful because you can see on eBay for £40, and that's why I put it up over here as well. But that might be the newer set, it might be the older set, who knows? Life is like a box of chocolate, you never know what you're gonna get. Either way, guys, that's all me done and dusted. So thank you once again for watching this. Look, if you want to do me a favor and help me out, and you really did appreciate this content, just smash that like button for me, guys. It really does help out a small YouTuber like myself. I'm coming close to 1 year on this channel, and honestly, you guys have been a huge help. As of next month, I believe it is the year of my anniversary of this channel, and it's great that I'm getting some traction, I'm getting some support. support. You guys have been coming on board. You like the variety of contents, like I do this, I do unboxing, I do my vlogs, my TCG vlogs, etc. But you know, I appreciate every single one of you for like tuning in and showing some support. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and pursue this now. Like I said, we'll drop in the teaser trailer. We'll find out what's exactly in this Jolteon GX tin. But for now, guys, look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.